Tell you what, folks, I'm keeping a close eye on this Hantavirus. Call it the global elite. They want nothing more than this to turn into something huge so they can, I believe, bring the United States back into the World Health Organization. That's what they want. That's what I'm seeing right here. Oh, you can't leave us at a time like this. Give us our $550 million back. Trump's not going to do it. But listen to the director of the WHO.
So because of the interaction while they were still in the ship, especially before they started taking some infectious prevention measures, because of the interaction, we would expect more cases.
Well, it doesn't actually make any sense because it doesn't really spread human to human. So why would you see more cases unless it's being spread through the vents because of rat droppings in the bowels of the ship? I want to bring in now world-renowned doctor and chief scientific officer at the wellness company. My friend, Dr. Peter McCullough, is back. Doc, it's good to see you.
Thank you.
All right, Doc. None of this really makes sense on the Hantavirus. Does it spread human to human? Should we be worried about this?
No. In fact, the source of the infection was the ship, Grant. Once people got off the ship, if they were well when they got off, they've remained well. This is an incredible story. It turns out that some rodents were probably on the ship. John Leake, investigative author for the McCullough Foundation, just testified in the European Parliament 2 days ago that suspiciously the rodent control log is either missing or it's being concealed because they found some evidence of rodents. Now, there is a claim that this passes person to person, but the virus has never been found in the nose or mouth of human beings sneezing on one another. You can find it in oral secretions in moribund patients in the ICU. To make matters worse, there were dead corpses on this ship. I counted the days, Grant. Dead corpses were on this ship for 22 days. So I think probably rodent spread and dead corpses was the source of the infection. Again, once people are off the ship, they appear to be fine.
Yeah, and they lock people in their rooms, which then, to me, you got all the air going right into the room, and most of these rooms are inside with no windows.
It was horrible. In fact, the lady who got off on May 10th and was sick from France, she's now in an ICU in France on a ventilator, on ECMO, the highest level of support. That one's on the WHO. They should have, when they knew what was going on May 2nd in Cape Verde, they should have completely evacuated the ship and then spent about a week decontaminated. Everybody should have been airlifted to safety. Instead, they locked it down and they caused more disease and panic.
Wow. All right, one thing that we talk a lot about is being prepared. So who knows what the next thing to pop up, but you guys over at the Wellness Company have a contagion kit. Can you tell me what's in it and why it's a good idea for families to have this contagion kit?
Boy, people wish they had this on the ship, Grant. It would have been a game changer. Turns out the contagion kit has hydroxychloroquine, which has some activity against hantavirus, ivermectin, steroids, both inhaled and oral, which can be used. And then, importantly, we recommend a nasal spray, throat spray, and additionally a gargle. No one should get on a cruise boat. Grant, there's a 1,700 passenger British ship that's locked down right now because someone died of rotavirus. So they won't let people get off. So listen, if you're stuck on a cruise boat and you're locked down, make sure you have a medical emergency kit.
All right, so this is good advice, and I didn't even really think about this. If you're going on a cruise, get one of these, and it would be the contagion kit that you want to take with you, maybe, or the travel kit, because that's got some motion sickness stuff in it too. But get one of these kits before you go on a cruise.
Right, Grant. I know you're a prepper. You would take the field kit. They allow big luggages to go on. I think I take the field kit. There's too much going on these ships right now, Grant. You have to play it safe. There you go. No one should get on a ship without one of these kits because something's going to come up. And nowadays, with the WHO's new global authority, they're going to lock people down on their ship.
Let me tell you something. There's the guidebook in here to help you with stuff. And there's even the EpiPen, which is so helpful. I tell anybody, if you have kids, playing at your house, they get stung by a bee. Having one of those EpiPens could save a life. This kit is quite frankly badass, and I'm glad I have it. Dr. McCullough, I'm going to tell people where they can find it and get one of these, and that's me closing it up. TWC.health/voice. That's where you can find a full line of their products, from the Contagion kit to the badass Field kit. Ivermectin, mebendazole, as you heard, steroids in there, both inhaled and orally. TWC.health/voice. Use the promo code VOICE to save 10%. All right, Senator John Kennedy grills Chuck Schumer. That's next.